In today's video, I have 4 more roles to share with you. We have a cruise line that's hiring for some outbound sales. Then I've got a ticketing platform that's looking for some support. And then there's a construction software company. And then last but not least, we're going to go over a position with a fintech brand. So if any of that sounds interesting, please stick around. Welcome back to Home Base Haven, your safe haven for real work from home jobs. Thank you so much for joining me, and welcome back to those of you that are new here. If you haven't already, please be sure to grab your free download in the description box down below. It's 20 remote job sites to help you with your job search, and they're clickable links, really easy to use. It's a quick PDF download and you get it instantly, and it is free 99. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the first role. This one is specifically with Holland America Cruise Lines, and they're looking for an outbound cruise sales agent. This is fully remote within the US. And it says, we're looking for an amazing sales professional to join our team as a personal cruise consultant. This is a fully remote work from home position. You'll be responsible for making outbound sales calls to guests who have expressed interest in Holland America Lines cruises. So these are not cold calls you're going to be making. These are, I guess what they would say, are warm calls. So people that have already said, yes, I want to cruise with this cruise line, and you're just going to call to help them complete their booking. Okay. And what they want you to have is you'll need a strong sales skill, time management skills, the ability to multitask, strong written and verbal communication, and you'll also need to master the use of a new computer system. So just be able to learn new platforms. And if you have experience with Excel and Outlook, that is preferred. So most of us have experience with that. Even if it's on a basic level, you can speak to that. It says you'll be a relationship-based sales consultant, where on average you'll place 40 to 60 outbound calls and generate 100 plus outbound emails each day, and will be responsible for meeting performance metrics and objectives. Now, that sounds like a large number, but that doesn't mean it has to be essays you're writing for each email. So keep that in mind. Don't let that freak you out. These are just booking information, cruise line information, and most likely the majority of those emails will probably be a lot of copy and pasting for standard typical answers that tend to be the same. And then they go over their benefits package here. Of course, you get to work remotely. You get travel perks. That's a big one too. Enjoy and experience discounted cruises and travel for you and your family. You're going to work an 8-hour shift Monday through Friday between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Pacific time, and weekends as needed. Occasional weekend overtime. They give you a standard benefits package, and they just go over all of that here. It says, please note this position requires a 12-month commitment post-training before you're able to apply for other positions within the company. So that's not bad. You only have to work for them for a year. And if you want to move up in the company, you just need that year under your belt before you can move up, which is not bad at all. And then here they have the minimum base wage is $15 per hour or higher based on the minimum wage guidelines for your location. But it doesn't end with just the base wage. Since this is a sales role, you get 2 incentives. There's a training incentive, which is $1,500 prorated from the date of hire, and post-training you get $2,000 for the first 6 months on outbound calls. And during the training period, you'll earn approximately $3,200 a month, including incentive pay. Post-training for 6 months, you'll earn approximately $4,400 a month, including incentives. In the first year, typical performers can earn $50K a year, and the top performers up to $80K per year. So it really goes up with sales. Sometimes the ceiling just gets higher and higher. So don't get stuck on just the $15 per hour. That is just the base. But again, they give you the other outline here to let you know what you can realistically expect for this role. They let you know that the training class begins on October 20th, so it's good to have a date in mind. The hours for training are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, and then your working hours are as mentioned above, with a 1-hour lunch and 2 15-minute breaks. Now take note, it says this position is fully remote within the US. However, they are not set up for remote work in these following states. So if you live in any of these states, don't waste your time. Apparently, they cannot support remote work in these specific states. So just make sure you do not live in any of the ones listed here, okay? And again, that is the outbound sales cruise agent with Holland America line. Let's go into the next role. This is with Game Time. They are a popular ticketing platform. You can purchase sporting event tickets, concert tickets, different types of shows on their website. They're looking for a Fan Happiness Associate 1. And it says life experiences help people cross today's digital divide and focus on what truly connects us, the here, the now, the once in a lifetime moment that brings us all together. Now, the Fan Happiness Associate is responsible for delivering direct support to Game Time's customers, ensuring a seamless and enjoyable purchase experience. So this role requires availability to work weekends, holidays, and varying shifts with our operating hours of 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time, and they're open 7 days a week. Flexibility is essential in this role. And you're going to prioritize quick and efficient fan interactions through voice, chat, texting, and email, so you're not going to be only on the phone all day. And they have some other outlines here for just some standards that they like to go by. Make sure you review those. Now let's look at what they want you to have to apply. A bachelor's degree or equivalent experience is required, and they don't specify any particular major or particular degree. So just a bachelor's degree or some similar experience, so either or. A minimum of 2 years in a contact center, so any kind of customer support, customer service role would qualify, and providing direct support via phone, email, and chat. Other requirements, they give you their internet requirements here. You must have a quiet office space, and again, the availability to work flexible hours, including weekends and holidays. And preferred qualifications, again, these are just bonuses: prior experience with CRM systems and familiarity with learning management systems such as Absorb. But again, these are just bonuses. And they have some other things that kind of make you stand out that much more. So if that suits you, make sure you include that on the resume. And then they give you what their benefits package is here, and the pay for this role is $18 per hour. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Go ahead and hit that like button if you're seeing value in any of these so far. This is Procure. They're looking for a customer support rep, and Procure has a software program for construction companies just to help them manage their business functions, and it says employees can work remotely, of course. And in this role, you'll be a member of their customer service rep team, and you'll be provided with the resources to master your craft and clarity of purpose through a shared vision, so to improve the lives of everyone in construction. With encouragement from nurturing team leaders, you'll have access to programs and equitable opportunities to help you grow and thrive both personally and professionally. And what they want you to do in this role, they're going to go more into detail here. First, you get the idea of supporting their customers, their clients in various ways. What they're looking for you to have is 6 months of related experience, like queue-based roles and other customer support roles, and a high school diploma or GED, so no degree required for this. You must be a clear communicator, strong curiosity and persistence while researching and troubleshooting. You must be a hungry learner, so eager to learn, quick to learn new things, a self-starter, a solution-focused mindset, and superb attention to detail. And the pay for this is $19 to $22 per hour. All right, and again, the name of that company is Procure. Remember, these will be linked for you in the description box below. And last but not least, we have a fintech company that you've probably heard of. This is Affirm. They are one of those buy now, pay later platforms, and they're looking for a benefits specialist remote in the US. And it says they're seeking a benefits specialist to play a crucial role in ensuring the smooth and accurate administration of our employees and benefits programs, both domestically and internationally. You'll be responsible for providing essential support to employees, maintaining data integrity, and assisting with various operational tasks to ensure compliance and efficiency. So what you're going to be providing, summarize this really quick: Tier 1 support and issue resolution. So that's kind of like that first interaction, frontline support, nothing too deeply technical. Data management and maintenance, payroll and leave management, administrative support, project support. And what they want you to have is 6 to 12 months of relevant experience in either HR, benefits administration, or a similar role. So this will be working mostly with employees, most likely, since it'll be HR operations and having to do with benefits. Technical skills, proficiency in Workday is required. A strong understanding of HR systems and data management, proficient in Google Suites as well as Excel. And the soft skills they want you to have are those transferable skills we often talk about: communication, attention to detail, things like that. And education, a bachelor's degree in human resources, business administration or a related field is preferred, it's not required, or equivalent practical experience. So practical on-the-job experiences that you could speak to that incorporated some of these same soft and technical skills and show your competency for coming into a role like this. And then the pay range, so if you live in these states, your range will be 80,000 to 100,000 per year, and all other US states, it's 71,000 to 91,000 per year. So not bad at all, considering very relatively basic qualifications. You only need 6 months minimum of experience, relevant experience. So that is not bad at all. And again, please down below. And thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or family member that could benefit from the information. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.